Today I noticed the wind moving through the grass in my yard. Not in a metaphorical way, just actually. I was carrying something out to the workshop and I stopped because the whole patch in front of me just started to ripple. Not blade by blade, all at once in a wave. Like the wind had a body and I could see its shoulder pass through. Hi, I'm Danielle. I preserve snowflakes. Things that are easy to walk past. And I think this is certainly one of them. So I went and looked it up because of course I did. The wind doesn't actually flow over a field of grass the way water flows over a smooth floor. The grass itself, even short grass, like the short grass prairie we have all over Colorado, it slows the wind down. Right at the top of the canopy where the moving air meets the still air trapped between the blades, you get a kind of shearing layer, a seam. And that seam isn't stable. It rolls into invisible eddies, the same way water curls into rolling waves when fast current passes over slow current. The grass doesn't bend because the wind is pushing it. The grass bends because there are huge, soft, invisible rollers of air tumbling along just above it. The blades are showing us the shape of something we cannot see. I stood there for a while. The wave came through again and again, maybe every 15 seconds. Each one a little different, each one tracing out the size of an invisible eddy somewhere in the air above my house. I could literally see the wind. The grass was the screen and the wind was the projector. And I started thinking, I do this for a living. I make invisible things visible. Snowflakes that should have sublimated into air and been forgotten are still on my workbench right now, still showing the exact shape of the cloud that made them. The whole point of preservation is to slow something down long enough that a person can actually see it. The grass was doing the same thing for the wind in my own yard. There's a thing I keep noticing about this work I do. When you spend years looking at very small things, single crystals, single arms of a single flake, you start to look at everything that way. You start to see the world as a series of patterns that are showing you something. The grass is showing me the wind. The mountain is showing me time. The snowflake shows me the patterns of the atmosphere. Nothing in nature is hiding. We're just all too busy. Today I wasn't busy for about 4 minutes and the wind walked through my yard with its whole body and I got to watch. I'm not sure why I decided to make an entire video about this. I think it's because I want you to go outside today and stand still for a minute. That's it. I'm often asked how I ended up in this line of work, and I think it's by admiring things that most people don't. If you'd like a piece of winter, the gallery is at preservesnowflake.com, and you can also find me on Etsy. We'll see you in the next one.